Hello and welcome to F1 TS Hub. You're probably wondering to yourself why you're seeing drivers such as the Bookster, MLA, Malloy, and a 7 p.m. on Friday. This isn't the podium tier. This is a race premium championship for all of our premium members to battle it out in two races, 25% each. Reverse grids for the second race, all battling it out for a trophy. As we watched the Bookster put it in the wall already. Hasn't even started a lap yet. In the pit lane, he puts it in the wall. So yeah, this is a mid-season break. The prestige tier race will be after this, however, a rerun. But mid-season break, in the middle of it, we have this race premium race, just to sort of celebrate our race premium drivers who help us run our league, which we really have to appreciate that they give up their resources to help us fund our league and help us run it the best we can. And yeah, so bad start for the Bookster off the gate, and he's gonna have to come back in, head into the pits. He's on super soft. Actually, the whole field are on slick tires, so it looks like it's not wet enough. I'm joined beside Sean. Sean, you excited for this one?
I'm pretty excited for this one. First time I'm gonna commentate for this race, for the race premium, and I'm looking forward. As I think, as you said, like a lot of guys on the super softs, but Jamie is on the soft tires, which for me is probably like the best choice in this type of conditions.
Yeah, the soft, apparently the harder the compound, the better you do in wet conditions. Maybe Jamie's a bit more clued into this fact than anyone else. Let's get our telemetry out on board.
Jamie's already on the climb now.
So yeah, with a field such as this, it's sort of like the official practice sessions where we have drivers of every single tier racing, and we have drivers who previously raced with us also racing. Jamie, we welcome back Jamie, and of course we welcome back Nick, the owner. He puts in so much time into this league, so it's great to see him back on track after he retired in season 9. So I'm hoping for a good result for him. Not to be biased or anything. But yeah, we have a good mix of drivers on the grid, which makes it interesting because the results of this race will determine the qualifying grid for the next race. So say the Bookster were to finish first, which will not be happening, he would start last place, and say Nick were to finish last, which will probably be happening, he would be starting on pole for the second race. So
Don't say that.
it makes it very interesting. But yeah, Kian puts down a lap, a 1:17.4. Yeah, we don't know if that's a quick lap or not. I say it's relatively decent. This is a regular corner cut, and we don't feel the strict is too necessary in these circumstances. So Kian, yeah, there's like one corner you can corner cut, and even then it's a bit hard to do it. MLA puts down a 17.3, so beats Kian by a 10th. Obviously, those two are our F1 TS Sub Esports drivers.
Wow.
And they're laying down the market with Malloy.
69.
Wow.
Yeah,
talk about laying down a marker. He just slaps down a 16.9.
Oh, Gizmo! Oh my god! He dive bombed Kian all of a sudden, I think.
Oh dear. Do you know if Kian was on a lap?
I think he was, I think. I just saw, I think Gizmo just missed his breaking point or something like that, and he just flounced into Kian, but looks like he has no front wing damage, Gizmo, as for Kian, so those two guys are very lucky.
That they are. Kian has quite a lot of fuel in his car, so he probably was on another lap. Let's see if he decides to bail. Yeah, he does.
Good. And that's Gaza, he spun it in second 2.
That he has. That is yeah, just into the infield section. Very easy to lose the car there. I do feel for him. That's easy to lose there in the dry, let alone the wet on slick tires. Yeah. So he's just gonna regroup, get his tires all cooled off, and try again. He's sitting in 4th place though, not bad. He's only about 5/10 off of Kian and MLA, so it's a good start to the session for him apart from the spin. But yeah, he's going to be looking to improve on that. Bookster, Gizmo, and Nick still yet to set a lap. Obviously, those three. We saw the Bookster run into problems. He hit the pit lane wall. Obviously, Gizmo and Nick were not able to put down a lap as well. That will
And Gizmo as well, but he's on a flying lap right now. He's coming to the infield section. He's already in the standard mix, so he's not pushing that hard. He still has lots of fuel, so let's see what he can do. He was already 3/10 up in his first sector time, so
yeah. Obviously, we don't know the conditions for the race. So you know, if it's dry for the race, they have to start on these tires. So he doesn't want to set too many laps on them.
no. But he's still in standard, so I think he just take it easy. It's gonna be a 1:18.8, so up in 6th place.
Yeah, pips Jamie by 3 seconds. So Jamie has a bit of time to find if he wants to be competitive. But
and Nick is gonna start on a flying lap, putting on a new set of super softs.
So Nick, a word on Nick. Nick is obviously F1 TS owner. He's also one of the benefits of he's raced the most seasons out of anyone. He's also he has the most podiums out of everybody. I think he's sitting on around 60.
60?
So yeah, around 60 podiums. Yeah, quite a lot. Back in his his heyday of around season 1 to season, I'd say 7, he was always up there. You know, always plucky, fighting with the best of them, fighting with Jono, fighting with Ermi. Always up there, getting podiums, and yeah, very, very storied history for him. And it's great, as I said already, it's great to see him back as he gets very twitchy coming into turn, I believe, 5.
Yeah.
Very twitchy. So he's still getting used to this game. He's used to commentating and watching all the other cars drive, and now it's his turn to be put under the spotlight. So he's still getting used to grips.
That's what we can do. Coming around the final corner, so just take it nice and easy with the throttle.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of practice with him, and he used to struggle. He said he struggles a lot through that last corner, so took it nice and easy. I do see a dry line forming, so actually I think it's gotten a lot drier.
He's gonna be quicker. He's gonna be the quickest. Yeah.
Yeah, he does go quickest.
64.2. I think it has stopped raining. I think.
Yeah, it has.
Look on board with Nick. It stopped raining, so the track is all gonna be faster and faster.
Yep.
And Nick's gonna probably for another lap. He has lots of fuel in his car, so
he's gonna have plenty of time to. I wouldn't do another lap for him. I would come back into the pits. If I were him, I'd come back into the pits and get a fresh set of boots on. Then again, we don't know. It could be raining for the race and it won't even matter. So we don't know. But yeah,
you never know. But Nick is just like already flying at the moment. Just already 7/10 up in the first sector. So we already see like a dry line forming up. So
yeah,
he's definitely gonna improve a lot on his lap time right now.
Yep, he's the only man on track, so he's the one we're watching, and he's flying out there at the minute. Yeah, he's flying out there at the minute.
Guess is on the soft, so this will be pretty interesting. And next put it in standard. So
yeah, it looks like he'll be pitting this lap, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart choice.
Fresh set of boots on.
He's gonna like hell, but it doesn't really matter that much.
Gazaman, we want to get a word on Gazaman. He picked up his first podium in Singapore, which I feel like everyone in the paddock was ecstatic for him. Gazaman's been a regular fixture in TS Hub since season 8, and we've loved having him on board. And I probably was as happy as he was when he got that podium. As he gets on the grass there into turn 1. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that.
Yeah, he changed gears just a little bit too late, but I think he still hasn't invalidated that time, so he will improve.
Possibly, yeah.
Mistake, I think.
So yeah, ever since he picked up that first podium in Singapore, the luck hasn't been there from a few disconnections, a few front wing losses. So this could be a good chance for him to get back on track in the race, premium race, and then in Abu Dhabi next week, the podium tier at 7 p.m. as usual. He can bounce back for some good points. But yeah, Gaza on a lap, he'll probably, I reckon he will improve on his lap, but not by much. Being on those, having made that mistake early on in his lap.
I have a feeling it's maybe gonna rain in the session race. I think Gaza is the only one on the soft, so I think it's gonna rain in the race.
Well, it is a 25% race, so you being on the softer tire isn't as bad as it would be in a 50% race, because the tire wear, this guy's
wow.
does stick a pole. Yeah, the track is getting much faster. A 113.
It's not that bad, even with that mistake. Still pretty
Might
decent
be
lap time. Kian's coming around the corner and he's going to improve a lot on his lap time. 109.9.
109.9. Yeah, we're getting into. We're looking at times you would see set normal. See me normally in the dry. So. Here comes Razart. About to cross the line. I apologize. I have a very weird camera angle. I'm not sure if it's a bit off-putting for some people, but I have a very weird camera angle. Razart, I think he's actually. But was he starting the lap? Yeah, he probably was starting a lap.
Yeah, he's starting the lap. Mark's coming around the final corner, so one of the best drivers, I think, in my opinion, is very assistant driver.
Yeah, Mark. Mark, he had a few strong. He had some strong showings in as he goes pole with the 109.
Well, exactly 7/10 quicker than Kian.
Yeah, exactly 7/10.
Exactly. Great job, Mark.
Aesthetically pleasing to see. But yeah, Mark started the season off well with podiums in. I don't think he got a podium in Austria. I think he got 4th. Podium in Singapore and podium in Britain. But recently he's had very bad luck, and you know, a mix of bad luck, a mix of, I have to say, bad driving. Australia and USA not being the best results for him. I think he finished 10th in both of those races, only picking up 2 points.
He had a pole front wing in the race.
Yeah.
In Australia and in USA, so pretty unlucky there.
Yeah. So, Jamie's session is over. So is the Bookster. He's going to be disappointed with 4th. You know, he probably thinks he could have gone higher than that. Jamie slots into 5th. Right, not bad on his return.
Let's see Nick's coming around the final corner. So, DOS, what can he do? He's going to improve a lot, but can he close enough to be in Mark? No, but good enough for second place.
Yeah, a 10th off the Bookster.
Mark 108.6. What a lap!
What a lap! That is a very good lap by Mark.
Absolutely great lap time. Kian's coming around the final corner. Just
so is Malloy. Malloy's gonna get there first, so we're right on board with him. He hugs it tight to the wall, and he 108.8.
What can Kian do? Is he also gonna be in the 1.8? No,
109.1.
So very good
stonking lap from Mark.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close for 1 to 8, I'd say. Just within 2 seconds. So
yeah, very strong lap time from Mark, I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely great lap time. So, but he has to start the next race, I think, in last place. He reserved quick, if I'm correct.
If he's to finish there.
Oh, I thought it's qualifying.
Yeah.
And we are waiting for Gizmo to retire from the session.
Yeah, Gizmo, if you could kindly hurry up, so we can give confirmation of the.
Oh wow, races! Just clouding with the AI cars. So funny to see that.
Yeah, the AI cars, they seem to go a bit haywire on the cooldown lap.
As always. It's there we go. So Mark's gonna be on pole. I think with a great lap time. I wasn't on board with him a little bit, so but strong showing. And yeah, look at the grid itself. So
do you want to take the grid, Sean?
What do you say?
Do you want to take the grid rundown?
Sure. So Emley is going to be in first place, then Malloy second. Kian is going to be in third place, a very good qualifying for him. Nick 4th place, very good by him as well. Books in 5th, Geza on soft, so it's going to be interesting. Jamie in 7th, Wizard in 8th, and Ewa Gizmo with 110.8 in last place, 9th place.
So yeah, you sort of have the field is divided by like little sectors. You have Sean and not Sean. You're Sean. Hi Sean. You have MLA and MLA and Malloy with about 2 tenths within each other. Kian's in no man's land. Nick is and the Bookster are close. Gizmo and Razor are close, so we could have some little mini battles throughout the field. And this is a very small circuit, very tight racing all around, because you know there's barely enough to gain time because it's such a small track. So
So yeah, Gazaman is going to be on the soft, so by the looks of it, it's dry at the moment, so
yep.
he can go on at the end of the race on soft, on the super soft, so we may watch out for him with his different strategy than the rest, so it's going to be pretty interesting. As we are now booting up with 10 seconds to go, so everyone can change up a little bit, the fuel mix or whatever, so I think we have a formation left, or we're starting straight away? Oh, we're starting straight away.
We're starting,
then.
okay. So, 5 red lights. Wind them up. And let them go. MLA immediately ducks to the left side. He covers off Malloy extremely aggressively. Malloy's going to have to try to go around the outside, but Kian does that to him. Kian might stick a front wheel in there, but he doesn't. And the field gets through relatively cleanly. MLA streaks away. Malloy follows him.
Nick is going to be very close on the back of Kian's. Can he make a move on the inside? Brooks is close as well.
Ooh, thought about it.
Looks of it, everyone's going very cleanly, so...
Here comes the Bookster on Nick. Nick got a bad exit.
Yeah.
And Bookster just clean around the outside. Yeah, not a good exit for Nick. He was more occupied with Kian. And the Bookster just sort of snuck up on him. Back to the front, MLA. Yeah, MLA's already got a 6/10 gap. Good start from him.
Yeah, he's going to be with an 80 laps, so I think he's going to be spread out. With MLA, he's going to be creating a gap already. And I think for the rest of the race as well. But I think it's going to be around a battle for fourth, maybe going to happen. I'm going to predict with Boxster, Nick. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Nick can sort of keep up with the Bookster. Because, you know, that's a very good benchmark for Nick if he's, you know... The Bookster is in a Pinnacle Tier Championship battle. So if Nick can keep up with him, it's a very good confidence boost for him. The one thing I did notice is that Jamie lost about a few positions there. He's all the way down in last.
I think he lost it. Yeah, I think like a bad start, I think.
Must have done, and now he's behind Gizmo and Razor, who are quite close on track. Gazman, Pinnacle Tier driver, he's ahead of these two Podium Tier drivers. Hopefully hunting down the one ahead of him in the Bookster, who is slowly eking away from Nick. Because I think Kian right now looks to be the quickest mover, and he's sort of latching onto the back of Malloy more than Malloy is anywhere near MLA.
I saw some raindrops like 2 corners ago. I think it's gonna be red. I think if you look to Kian, there's a little bit of spray coming up.
Yep, you're right. There's rain. You can see on the cars the rain is just streaking off the bodywork. Yeah. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna have rain.
I think with all of this, like, I think Gasman is gonna be riding the most of it because he's on the harder tire than the rest of the guys. So.
Although you have to feel Gaza probably would have been best off setting a lap on the super softs and, you know, getting the most out of them, because he's not, by the time these pit for inters, I don't think it's going to be that late. So I think Gaza won't be able to get the most out of his tires. So
yeah, I think about he's on the harder tire, and in the rain, if it's raining on a dry track, the hardest tires are finding like much more grip than the supers. So.
This is where it gets very interesting. You know, I know, for me anyways, I do a lot more dry practice than I do wet practice, the ratio being 1-0. So I'm not sure if this is the same for any of the other drivers, because they could handle completely differently in the wet than they do in the dry. MLA is looking comfortable right now.
Nick is he's still very close on Boopsy, so he's still keeping up with him, so
much
respect
is
for the guys, so he's gonna get DRS, and Brooks has to be be defensive for Nick.
Yeah, don't count Nick out. He's always up there. Yeah, he still got it in him.
Yeah, Brooks is gonna be defending. So there we go. So slipstream DRS. Around the outside goes Nick. He's gonna brake later than the rest. But
oh wow.
Ooh, Brooks braking late, but still fair. So, but I think he has a back as the Brooks, and Nick is coming cleanly back. Ooh, watch out, Nick. Round the outside goes. And Nick goes.
Ooh, just a bit too deep.
So, Brooks is still keeping position, but he needs to watch back. for Nick as well, and probably Gazas.
Yeah, Gaz is just sort of watching this one with his licking his lips, hoping for some sort of contact between the two. That's very early for Razor.
Oh, he hit the pit wall. Assist damage? I think not. No,
I'm thinking possibly we could have a situation sort of like in qualifying where it rains but not heavily enough.
No.
For it to be inters.
It was raining as well, but just dry enough for the dry tires.
Yeah, we could be in that sort of time frame for like the rest of the entire race. If so, then Gaza does have a distinct advantage being on those softs at the moment. Yeah. Nick closes up on the Bookster, but nothing doing there. He can't make a move now.
Oh, drifting a little bit.
Yeah.
The first one is always so tricky to touch the curb there. It immediately spins you straight away.
Yeah, he's told me he's been struggling with that corner a lot, and that was quite obvious to see there. It's a very tricky corner to. Yeah. I mean, he's not the. It's a very tricky customer to navigate. Meanwhile, MLA has 2 seconds on Malloy, who is just about hounding off Kian.
Just in the world of his own, just right now. And Malloy,
that he is.
That's to sort of watch back a little bit. 5/10 difference between Kian. And Nick still, within half a second of him. So, I mean, for me, much respect to the guy to still keep up with Boxster in the penalty tier. So.
I think I may have found a reason why he's keeping up with him. The Bookster is using no ABS. Not to take anything away from Nick. Not to take anything away from Nick, but the Bookster doesn't usually use ABS off. He is trying to use no assists. So I did notice Nick was outbraking him quite easily into a few of the corners, but there's your explanation. Oh, as Nick gets very tail happy through there.
What a nice save by him.
It was a nice save, yeah, but I think he would have rather that didn't happen at all, because now he's falling behind Gaza.
Oh, Jamie's pitting for a new front wing and putting on a set of soft tires.
Must have lost at the start. That's how he'd lost all those positions. Will Razor get him, I wonder? Well, he should get him. Unless Razor pit for another front wing as well.
I think... yes. Ooh. Yes, he got him.
Yeah, he's got him.
Nick is still already closing up on Gasman already after that mistake, so...
He clearly has the pace.
Yeah. I think Nick was already within, outside the second, I think, with Gasman, but... Oh, and Kian goes to the pits.
But he does.
The limiter. There you go.
You have to slow down.
I think he's gonna set up, still on a soft tire, I think.
Yeah.
It's not wet enough for Incas yet. Yeah, soft tire he goes. So I'm guessing that Mark is gonna pit around, I think this is that then.
Mark and Malloy are teammates, so Malloy will have to go an extra lap if Mark pits now.
I don't know if they are in the same party though.
Yeah. I reckon Mark, funny enough, I reckon Mark and Kian are in the same party. So
yeah.
Kian might just be telling Mark to just pit this lap, let Kian get a little undercut.
Yeah.
Sort of reverse team orders.
In the wrong direction. Let's see what he can... I think he's looking at the fuel mix, and out of all drivers, I think Mark still has like the most.
Kian's got 2.8, so he's pretty good for fuel.
I mean, it's so hard to save fuel around 2017, so you need to have a lot of fuel. And Mark goes into the pits.
He does.
Expected. Don't exit the pit limit. It's so easy to get a warning.
Malloy's gonna have 2 laps. He's gonna get undercut by 2 laps compared to Kian.
Good soft side. Yeah, and he's changed again his helmet, Mark, as per usual. I just got it, but he stays ahead of Kian. Maybe Gizmo as well. Let's see. No, I think not.
Oh, Gizmo has a little spin, a little slide out of there, and Gizmo, it might be actually very close. Yeah. Gizmo just about gets him.
Ooh, it is close though.
Oh, they touch.
Be careful, and Mark got him, I think. Squeeze him out, Gizmo. Hard but fair, but...
Yeah, Gizmo had a little moment out of turn 3 there. And that's why he
Yeah.
lost that. Tell you what, if he didn't have that moment, it would have been very close between Mark and Kian, because Kian's right there, you see. And he would have been stuck
Yeah.
behind Gizmo. So,
He's
very
already
fortunate
got
for
the line.
MLA. Yeah.
I'm just watching Malloy though. Let's see if he pits around this lap. Yeah, he does. So what can he do? Go aboard with him, and he doesn't speak to the pit limiter. But where
Boxer
is
pits.
Mark?
Gaza keeps going,
Boxer.
as expected. As does Nick, actually.
Yeah. And let's see, what can Mark do? Where's he?
Gizmo pits as
And we
soon
have
as...
yellow sector 1, that is Nick. Nick spun it.
Oh, that he
In the first
has.
corner, I think, yeah. The first corner again.
He reset to track. He had no interest in putting the car front ways on his own. He just reset to track.
Mark
Lost as
has
little time as
overcut
possible.
Malloy.
And now,
Mark has...
actually, yeah, you're right. Malloy kept the position. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Malloy actually kept second place. Fair play to him there.
Yeah, but Mark has worked the overcut, so he's going to be on fresher tires. But I'm looking aboard with Nick. He has no front wing damage, by the looks of it. So he's still able to continue on, but I think he's probably going to pit this lap.
He probably should have. He probably is going to regret not pitting the lap before. He really should have done that.
And Gaz is still staying out, so I think he's going to pit. I think this lap or the next lap.
I asked Nick before the race, how many times do you think you're going to spin? And he said hopefully one. There's his one. So he's going to have to hope he doesn't do it again, as he still stays out. Very odd decision. Maybe he's expecting the rain to get harder. As he spins it again. Oh,
Now
I don't want to be on board with him doing that.
Oh, Nick. Oh, what are you doing, my man? Oh, that was close.
Should have pit. He really should have pit 2 laps ago. Now he's all the way down in 6th place, and he's still yet to make a pit stop.
He has a broken front wing as well.
It's all gone wrong for Nick.
Such a shame.
I reckon if he keeps it on the track, which he's struggling to do right now, and pits, he'll still be in a battle to stay ahead of his teammate, Jamie.
Yeah.
Do have to
And
make
Mark
that.
is already really closing up on Gasman.
But he is.
Tenth by 10 closing up, but is Gasman coming to the pits this lap? I think that's the smartest addition. No, he still stays out.
Yeah, I feel Nick.
Lose some more time.
I feel maybe Nick is not as in tune with this game as he normally would be, and he just expected the rain to stay out.
Yeah.
The rain to get harder, rather. So that's why he's trying to stay out, and they just left it way too late. Does he pit this time? I hope for his sake he does.
He has to pit. I mean, he broke his front wing. Yellow sector. Jamie retires.
Jamie retires. Wow.
In the infield, yeah.
Nick does
There goes
pit.
Nick. Yeah.
So yeah, Jamie's
So-
put it in the wall. It's unfortunate.
It has to be a small accident. I mean, he's not driving that fast coming out of the infield, so pretty weird incident in my opinion.
Well,
I mean,
to be
he's not
fair, he
driving
gets
that
to
hard in a fight.
he gets to start on pole for the next race at least. So has that covered. Poor Nick now has 12 seconds gap to Razor and no one to battle with Jamie's retirement. So gonna be a lonely race for him. Closest gap
Still
being
get points.
closest gap being keen to yeah, he will still get points. Closest gap being keen to Malloy. Malloy seemingly stretched his legs on these super soft stints, and now he's gapped him and he's actually catching Mark.
It's gonna be on a fresh set of super softs. No front wing changes, so the field is already a little bit spread out.
Yeah.
Boxer is chasing, no he's not chasing. Gizmo is still in the pit, so Boxer is coming in front of him. But Gizmo is not gonna make that. For Gizmo.
Boxer is about 4 seconds ahead.
10 seconds. Yeah, 4 seconds.
Yeah, I reckon.
As Razor is closing up on Gizmo.
Yeah.
It's now only 1.1.
I reckon Gaza could have something to say about that if Bookster continues to struggle with his locking up. But yeah, Razor now climbing onto the back of Gizmo. I do wonder how he actually ended up behind Gizmo. He was ahead of him before, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think it was.
Must have had a front wing change.
I think Razor had a front wing change as well. I think.
That's what I'm saying. Razor must have changed his front wing.
Yeah, he had a front wing change on lap 3. Now I remember. He had a front wing change.
Yeah.
On lap 3 or lap 2.
So now the whole field on softs, except for Gazaman on supers, and yeah, he's actually reeling in the Bookster quite quickly.
Yeah, the gap is only 3.9.
We'll have a lap on board with him. Heavy braking into turn 1. You have to pick your apex perfectly, and then you have to pick your apex into turn 2 as well, just to make sure the car doesn't step out and you don't corner cut. It's a very technical part of the track. Then down into
leaderboard, a little bit after 5th gear. It's pretty surprising.
Yep.
Going 5th gear there.
Now into turn 6. In the dry, this is just a flick down to 6th and pretty much flat out to the rest of it. You have to take it a bit more cautiously in these wet conditions. But now down into the infield section, he's
don't crash out.
Yeah, don't crash out like he did in quali. Nice and smooth. You have to be very smooth on the brakes through that. Not the brakes. Well, yeah, the brakes and the traction through there. And then into the final corner, Jun Chao. I love the name, Jun Chao. He goes in a bit deep, but
is that the name of the corner?
I believe so. Yeah, Jun Chao or
Jun Chao. Wow.
Yeah, I remember this off of James Allen commentary back in the day in ITV. I'm pretty sure that's what he called it, Jun Chao. So I believe that's what it's called anyway. So yeah, guys are keeping it nice and smooth, and he is really in the Bookster very quickly. I think he set the fastest lap of the race that lap, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't get the fastest lap though. It's still by Mark, I think. He didn't get the fastest lap time though.
Yeah, you're right. Mark still has that fastest lap with a 1:10.8. Mark is very quick. I'm actually sort of thankful we don't race here in the prestige tier in Brazil, because Mark is looking very quick, and I wouldn't want to have to deal with that pace.
Yeah, Mark is still at the fastest lap, I think.
Yeah, he does. 1:10.8. His Gaza goes a bit deep there.
Yeah, but he's still. Oh, he lost like a half a second. Gap is now up to 2.2.
Razor, by the way, his tires must be dying, because he can't really make a dent on a Gizmo at the moment. Can't really see the team to do anything about him.
On 12 laps old soft tires.
Yeah. That being said, he's actually about to go into DRS. He's just pulled down 3/10. Oh, he's on the grass a bit there. But yeah. This Gazaban's now within. Well, he was within the second. Is now up to 2.1. So he must have made a small error. The Bookster is looking down in his mirrors. Knows that the Renault's on his way. I think that does say something that the Gazaman is a pinnacle tier driver as well for the Bookster, and if the Bookster were to make that change to ABS, he would find himself, I'd say, thrown into the midst of the midfield. He wouldn't be able. At least for now, he wouldn't be able to keep up with Ali Diaz as he's managing to do now.
Yeah. A little bit of a look up, but it's fairly easy to control if you drive no assist with no ABS. Just only if you're braking, just after 5th gear, just take it a little bit easy, and then you definitely all making the corners.
Yeah, I do think I do like to because when I do use ABS rather, I shift down the gears very quickly, but when I don't use it, I shift down the first few gears very quickly, then the next few very slowly to get the car slowed down.
But like, he's locking up in the game as well, but I think if you go on his on board, I think he's probably not locking up. I think it's just the game, I think.
Yeah, I agree there.
Because I don't believe you lock up in every corner.
I think Bookster is sort of feeling the pressure there, felt the need to go a bit defensive from Gazaman, who's almost into DRS on him.
Like only 2 laps to go.
MLA's pulled the gap. MLA has pulled the gap on Malloy. Malloy's pulled the gap on Kian, who's pulled the gap on Bookster.
Yeah.
So it's all a bit spread out. But the battle we are watching is Gazaman on to the back of the Red Bull man, The Bookster.
Only Bookster. Yeah.
A Bookster.
Yeah, it's only 2 laps to go, so the race is flying by right now at the moment, but he's
Yeah.
already within DRS, so we should have like a tasty little battle at the end of the race. Flying a little bit, but
Yeah, I've noticed that Gaza does like to slide into that last corner.
it's pretty easy if you go in third gear there.
Yeah.
If you're not controlling, then you're really sliding there.
He gains quite a good amount on the Bookster there, heading into turn 1.
Can you get a great exit out of turn 2? Guzman didn't have like the greatest exit, but still has to go defensive. I notice they are pretty low on fuel, both drivers. Bookster have only 1.2 laps and Gaz 1.
Bookster's on 1 point. Well, the thing goes up and down. The Bookster, yeah, it goes up and down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say only 2 laps left. They're not too starved for fuel, but Gaz has caught Bookster at the right time. He's caught him with about 2 laps left. 2 laps remaining. He's gonna need to make a pass. He's gonna need to make it quick.
Keen is very low on fuel though, just plus 0.1. I just noticed it.
Ooh,
So
Gazman gets.
Otherwise, you meet.
Gazman gets very close to the back of the Bookster there. We're gonna see now what the DRS and the slipstream can do. I don't believe Jamie left the session, so we should have slipstream.
Yes. I mean, make the dive bomb, but
He
correctly.
gains. Bookster goes defensive.
Last lap. He breaks later though. Can he get around the outside into turn 1 and he gets it?
It's a nice move. The
That's
Bookster just
a
had.
great move by Gazman, but
The Bookster just had
Bookster
nothing to
getting
fight with.
DRS though.
Yeah, the Bookster just had nothing to
So he
fight
needs
with
to
there
watch out
into
as
the
well,
first
but he's
corner.
very low on fuel.
Yeah, it looks like that's it for positions. I'm gonna boost poor Nick's ego a little bit. I'll change the fastest lap, and he has 11.3, which is actually quicker than Gazaman on the super subs, which is the 4th quickest lap on track. So fair play, Nick. He's clearly got the pace. Just made the wrong decision in terms of tire choice, but he'll be starting 2nd on the grid next time out. So he has that to look forward
Mark's
to.
coming around the finish line. Dominant race. And he gets first place. Congrats to him. Malloy,
I missed that completely.
good 2nd place. So it's a 1-2 for Ferrari.
Kian takes 3rd. I think if you had told me this would be the top 3 before the race, I would have, said yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Oh, Gizmo! Oh, come on!
Oh no!
He just saved it out of dive, so
He might get
he gets
DRS
a
though.
much better extra visor though. It's gonna be a drag race down the finish line. What can Race do? He must be going absolute defensive. DRS. He's gonna be a photo finish.
Oh!
They touched it. Oh wow.
Oh, that was a bit naughty. They
And
both.
Nick's gonna get home in 6th place. Wow.
Did Gizmo not cross the line?
No, they both didn't cross the line.
Did they? Oh my
both
goodness!
And this is pretty dirty, not gonna lie. You
That
go
was-
side by side, but at least make it clean. I mean,
That was iffy. I'm not sure. We have to go back to MLA on the podium. Good win for him. I'm gonna want to check. Surely it looked like those two. No, they didn't cross the line. They did. They did.
No, they didn't. They legit didn't.
They both DNF'd.
I mean,
And Nick can't believe his luck. Gets 6th place.
just absolute scripted.
Scenes here in that last lap.
I mean, if I have to be honest, I mean, it was really unnecessary by Gizmo or Wijzard with the defensive move, I think.
Yeah, they
Really
got
unnecessary.
a bit too close, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, I can understand for Ryzen, you want to not to lose the position like on the finish line, but you can bang wheels, but like not taking each other out. I mean, really
Wow.
unnecessary.
What an ending, eh?
What an ending, yeah.
So here every grid, MLA takes 1st place ahead of Malloy, Keen in 3rd, with Gazman a strong 4th place for him. Bookster with no assists, good job. He takes 5th place ahead of Nick, who's, you know, you probably can't even believe his luck, just ending up in 6th place after his 2 spins. And then we have Razart, Gizmo, and Jamie rounding up the last 9 positions as we head on to race 2.
Yeah, with the reverse quit.
So yep, Jamie's gonna start on pole then. Gizmo in 2nd, Razar 3rd. It's gonna be interesting watching the cars, you know, leading the race, try and pick their way through.
Yeah. So I think Mark is gonna do the grid editor.
The grid editor.
He's still going on with that.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
Only because I'm Dutch, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm living in pretty south of in Holland, where you have the little X with the G or with the L, I don't know how. And Odom seems to be very making fun of that, so you get into
Sean,
medicine later today.
So Sean, you and I both have a race in the prestige tier in a few hours.
That's
not
right.
a few hours. In 1 hour.
In 1 hour. That's correct.
Yeah, about 1 hour. You feeling confident for this one?
Oh, I'm feeling very confident. I mean, I only did some open lobbies, but that was not Canada though, so I'm feeling confident. And I did some time trial laps, so I feel good there as well.
Okay, that's good to hear. I remember last season, I believe you finished 4th place after.
Yeah, I had contact with Beastless.
Yeah, I had contact with Beastless, but it was lag, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, I dived on him. We went side by side, and we both went in the wall of champions, but he didn't leave me enough space. And I collided with the work front wing, and I almost took Mark out in the process.
Ah, yes, I remember that.
It was a hectic race.
You finished ahead of me though, because I got taken out by the lapped car of D90, which still haunts me to this day.
Oh, I remember that as well. Mark got taken out as well, almost by that.
Almost, but he didn't.
As well. I heard him screaming though. That was the first time ever I heard Mark screaming. But for me personally, in general, Canada is a place where I got some good memories from other leagues as well. I had there my first ever win there in the league, so it should be good for me as well.
Okay, it's good to hear. The Prestige Championship is hotting up right now. The Canada race is the only of the tiers to be rerun because we had some lobby issues.
I think and there's something else with Nick as well, but I don't want to talk about that further. But
yeah, so
but
it's being rerun.
I mean,
After we had the team, we had a long debate of whether to just skip it or to just rerun it. We decided to do it on the race premium day. Yeah, rerun is for the best.
That's the best. I mean, I think it was not lobby issues. I never noticed any lobby issues.
I believe Fletcher Boy was winning that race as well, so he's probably going to feel gutted that he...
Was he?
Yeah, he was. Before, you know, the race, they decided to end the race.
I think it was with VS of Francis, I think he was. I was in 4th at the moment.
Francis wasn't there at that time.
I don't know, I can't remember it. But it was something with him and Fletcher Boy, but I thought Francis was in the lead. But I can't remember it.
So, while we're here, you know, waiting for the grid to be done, waiting for all of this, I just want to say, if you... Oh, yeah, okay, the drivers are getting ready. You know, if you want to head on to our sponsors, Box Racing, and type in F1TS Hub to get 5% off on the code, you get some nice goodies there, and of course Clinch Gaming as well. And if you like what you see, you want to partake, we have 3 tiers available. You can head over to www.f1tshub.com. You can sign up there and you'll be put on a waiting list. We'll try and get you in as soon as possible. We have 3 tiers, Prestige being the top pace-wise, then Pinnacle, then Podium.
Middle one.
Pinnacle being the middle, Podium being the lower tier, and you can, you know, deciding on your pace, you can get a seat in either one. So yeah, we head into the loading screen now. Gizmo, no, not Gizmo. Jamie's going to be starting on pole. That's a first for him in F1 TS Hub history.
I mean, his retirement is paying off somehow.
Yep.
In some sort of way.
So I have a question. Do you think that that the reverse grid will change anything, or do you think it's gonna be the
No,
exact
I think
same?
not. I think Mark and Malloy, those guys, they're gonna storm up the field pretty quickly, I think. So, I mean, it's no offense to the drive as well, but I think Jamie and with the rest, I think they're not gonna hold on, I think, with those positions, if I'm fair.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see because, you know, last time it was out, it was and
Oh,
it's
it's raining.
completely wet as well. That makes it
Jesus
even more
Christ.
interesting. You know, last time out it was just pure pace that MLA won on. Now it's going to be a bit more than just pace. It's going to be overtaking, consistency. It's going to be a bit more to win this one. To get his hands on that lucrative race premium trophy.
I mean, I would love to get in now right now because I'm a really big fan of wet weather. And by the looks of it, I now want to participate.
So Nick, I believe Nick is starting in where he started last week. Not last week, the last race. I believe it's the exact same position.
I think not. I think.
No, I believe he started fourth.
He's still gonna be sixth, yeah.
No, he finished sixth, so he's starting fourth. It's Jamie, Gizmo, Razor, then him.
Nick.
Yeah. So he's starting the exact same place. If he can get up past Jamie into the lead quickly enough, he could be in contention for the win if the others run into trouble.
Yeah.
But here we go. I'll let you take the start, Sean.
5 red lights, and we are on the way for the Brazilian Grand Prix right now. And it is a good start by Jamie though. And Nick is already in third place. Mark is storming up already.
Oh,
in the background, but he still taking it easy.
Oh no! Oh no!
Outside.
Oh.
He gets it. Nick, in trouble with Bookster and Gazerman.
Kian,
they both have front wing damage.
What happened there was Kian went down the inside of Nick and just sort of scared him off the track. Nick went wide, came back into the path of the Bookster and Gazerman, and Kian's already up into second place.
Yeah, and Mark's already gaining from 5th place, so...
Wow, heartbreak for the front three. Bookster, none of them have front wings either. The Bookster's front wing is completely gone.
Yeah, same with Nick though.
Yeah, I think Nick still has a little bit left. I think Nick and Gaz have a little bit left. We're back up to the top.
They touched a little bit.
Yeah. Kian's right on the back of Gizmo. This is prestige versus podium for you.
Side by side? Side by side? No, they don't. Oh, Jamie's going wide.
Jamie's gone very wide, yeah.
Yeah.
Down into 5th place.
Yeah, Mark's going up in 4th place already on lap 1. So
it seems that you were right with your prediction that the grid wasn't going to change anything. Kian takes the lead.
Well, yeah. Oh, there around the outside, I think he goes. Yeah. Gizmo's coming back though. No, he doesn't. So, like, I think my prediction is right. They're not gonna hold on to these positions.
That being said, though.
There's a Mercedes. Jamie almost went into the pit wall.
Oh.
In the background.
Malloy on the back of Gizmo.
Oh yeah.
Malloy hit him.
Yeah.
And he has front wing damage, but he has front wing damage. He has front wing damage on a different side. He hit Gizmo on the left-hand side. He has front wing damage on the right, so that must have been earlier or something. But yeah, MLA now up into 3rd. I was about to say that it's interesting because MLA was the quickest driver out of all these three at the last race, so it'll be interesting to see if he can pick his way through. But he's already gone past Malloy, and now he has Gizmo to deal with. Will he make that move stick?
No, that was close. Mark's having a little bit of a look.
Meanwhile, Kian storms off into the distance.
Yeah. And Gizmo has to look back instead of forward because he has already like the 2 Ferraris. He's getting a little bit of a back exit though.
Tell you what, Gazerman's continued on.
Yeah.
He didn't pit. Bookster and Nick did, but Gaza did not.
Mark.
There you go, yeah,
and
Mark.
He gets it pretty easy. And what can Malloy do? He's sending down the inside. He brakes very late and they touched. They touched as well. That was so close. And Mark keeps 2nd position as well. That was very, very close. I mean, he went for a dive and I think he locked his brakes up, Malloy. almost
Must have
staying out
done,
his
yeah.
teammate Mark. So that was a very close call by that.
I sort of wish he did take Mark out, have it a bit more interesting, but Mark continues on. Now he's going to set off in chase of Kian, who's loving all the action happening behind him.
Don't do, darlings. You don't take any driver any favors.
Yeah, I believe if it stays like this, then MLA is the winner of the race premium because Kian finished third last time out. So MLA is going to be the one who wins. As Nick, I think, is struggling into these heavy conditions.
And again in turn 1.
Yeah, almost won it there.
And Malloy is already close on Wizard, so. But Mark is closing up the gap on Kian. He's already 2.3, so we will catch him in a couple of laps. I'm predicting.
Looks like it.
But Malloy. Oh.
So Malloy pits.
Go to the pits.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, he has a broken front end for. I completely forgot about it.
Maybe he's gonna go on to Inters. I feel like there was no real point in pitting if.
Still wet. Yeah, he's going for.
Yeah, he's going wet.
So Geza is still on the back of Jamie now.
So Sean, you're MLA's teammate. You have an insight. How does he feel about wet conditions?
I think he's still the same. I think he's not that like excited. I think in wet weather, but he can still drive very decently.
Sorry, I had to cut you off. Jamie's plowed into the wall.
Oh my god!
Right in front of Gaza, man.
He's just spinning off. What happened to him?
He just lost the back end out of turn 4, I believe, and he just plowed into the wall. Almost took Gazaman with him. Gazaman just about saved it, but Jamie having a very harsh return to league racing in F1 2017.
Yeah. The poor driver.
Yep. I tell you what though, Kian has actually extended that gap again, so he's still in it yet.
Mark make a little bit of a mistake in the last one, drifting a little bit, but sector 1 and 2. That's
Nick.
for Nick.
Nick, yep, he spun it. I believe he's lost a bit of his front wing too.
Yes, I think not.
No, I think he has. On the right end plate.
Oh, Nick retired. Yeah, he's calling it a day.
Calling it a day.
He does not want to drive any further. It's really unfortunate. Second race, but he finished 6th in the first one, so.
Yeah, he had strong pace in the dry. I think he can be proud of that. But the wet obviously caught him out.
Up with boxes too,
yeah, he was. And the Boxer is 17 podiums in a row. So that's no easy feat, is it?
Yeah, I mean he should be proud of himself just to keep up with Boxer for a number of laps. He should be proud of himself, if I'm honest.
Let's see if we can get him into the party, actually.
You just read my mind. I just want to say that to you.
Great.
By the way, Mark is already closing up again.
Mark is closing a little bit, but Kian is holding his own. Mark isn't just waltzing up into the back of him like we thought he would. Kian's proving to be very strong in these. Tell you what, Kian won this race in these exact conditions in the podium tier last season, so he's surely used to it. He's surely adapt to it. And MLA lost the championship. MLA lost the championship in these conditions in this race last season, so.
If I'm honest, Mark is still closing up every time in, but in the last corner somehow, like he drifts every time there. You know, just the back end slides for him, you know, so he loses so critical tense there. And as the voice says the fastest lap, 121.4015.
Yeah, Malloy was a bit. I think we were talking about it's going to be more than pace. It's about how you navigate your way through the field, and Malloy has to be said. He didn't manage to do that at all. He was very erratic, and he almost took his teammate for the time being, MLA, with him.
It was a close call. Yeah, the gap just extended again. You know? Even though Mark is closing up, but he makes a little bit of mistakes, like in some corners, you know.
I think that's a sort of fixture of the wet, because it's just so easy to make one tiny mistake that just sort of messes your car up a little bit, and driving in the wet is I don't enjoy it. Let's just say that.
I always love that better.
Yeah, I'm sure a freak.
I've already
So.
invited Nick for the
Yeah, I've
party.
invited him. Maybe he's not in the mood. He's a bit upset.
Can understand that.
Although we
Yeah,
still have, yeah, we still have Keenan pulling away from MLA, but also Gazaman catching up to the back of Razor, who's catching up to the back of Gizmo. So still a lot to play for.
Yeah. For those critical points, so Malloy 21.3, so he's on the charts right now, but I think it's been too late to maybe catch up on the back of Gazaman.
I really wish Malloy didn't hit into the back of MLA, because he would have been the deciding factor in this in this championship, because if he were still second, MLA would have to get past him. Otherwise we go to a, I don't know how we would sort that out points wise, but it would have been very interesting to say the least.
Right now, I think Mark still wins in this championship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Malloy was still here and ahead of Mark, Mark and Keen would be tied on points. As Razor a bit laggy there. Gazman almost Gazman does hit the back of him, but I think it was just lag, so nothing actually happened.
Yeah, the gap is still the same. So let's see, 9/10. Of course, no DRS before because it's wet weather conditions. So he has to do it all on his own, Gazman. With a secure pace to catch up Riser. The gap is 1 second. It's on the 9 on the second right now. So. But I think he has the same as Mark. He makes a little bit of a mistake in some corners, you know, when the back end just slides.
How many laps do we have left?
As we're looking to Gazaman is still closing off.
Sean, how many? My TV's a bit stupid. I can't see the top of the screen. How many laps do we have left? Could you tell me?
We have 10 laps remaining. We're on lap 8 out of 18.
Because Malloy is lapping about, at this point, is lapping about 2 seconds quicker than Gazaman. He could actually catch him by the end of the race.
Yeah.
He stays on that pace.
He's still pretty close though now.
Uh-huh.
I think we should make a dive. Is your screen still black? Or is it not anymore?
No, I was just saying that my TV is, I can't see the full screen, so I don't know how many laps we have. It's a bit zoomed in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well away. And yeah, so Gazaman's still 7/10, so not really closing up that much on the back of Risers.
Tell you what, we have to give a big hand to Gizmo, who's chilling in 3rd place. That's an amazing result for him. As I think Razor.
I thought Gazaman's going for a move on Riser, but not
Razor
quite.
was very slow in a straight line there. Gazaman just caught up to the back of him very quickly. It was surprising. But yeah, Gazaman's gonna have to hope he gets past Razor quickly, because as I was mentioning, Malloy is catching quick. About 2 seconds a lap quicker than him.
But I think it's too late for Malloy, I think. We have 9 laps remaining.
I think he'll get him. I think he'll catch up. Okay.
I think not.
Okay, the gap is turn 4. The gap is 14.6. We'll see what it is by the end of the lap.
Yeah. And speaking of closing up, Mark is 2 seconds.
That he is.
It's now 1.9.
That it is.
Is Jit closing up?
Seems Mark may have finally sorted out his issues, sorted out where he needs to go quicker, where he needs to go a bit cautious.
Oh, Gazaman! Drifting.
Well, they'll definitely catch him now.
It's not drift 4, dirt 4. Yeah, now he's catching up, so I'm losing this.
This little bet.
This bet.
Yeah, it's 11.5 seconds now, so
yeah, you're winning this bet. So
I think with that front wing damage Gaza has, and those fresher tires Malloy has,
I think he would. Yeah.
I think it's it'll definitely happen by the end of the race.
Now 10.5. So I think
we'll have to keep an eye on that by the end of the race for sure.
Yeah.
His
Nick
Razors.
still wants not to join. I think. Yeah, I think he still wants to raise his anger. I think with the wet weather.
Yeah, we'll give him time to cool off. I'll laugh at him later on.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.8 seconds, so Mark is really closing out that gap to Ian. And Nick has left the session, so sorry guys for the slipping list. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
A bit off topic, but I really like MLA's helmet.
Jamie, yeah, I just said that in the first race as well. He always has such a crazy fetish in some way with chasing helmets every time.
I like this one though. I hope he keeps it for a while.
I mean, I always have like the same helmet, just black and a little bit of yellow on the front, on the side a little bit. I just have like a ball in it. I'm not liking like the colors are really bright because it really distresses me. I'm just looking more to the helmet than on the road.
I totally agree. I like a darker helmet. While we were talking about helmets, anyways, Gazman is sort of catching back up to Razor. So even with that 4-wing damage, Gazman showing some serious speed, and Malloy still catching them both. It's gonna get very interesting by the end of the race.
Gaz has to save fuel as well. I mean, he's pretty low on fuel, while Malloy is he's okay.
Well, you know, it is. The thing is, in the rain, you can afford to run lean mix. Do this infield section.
It doesn't save that much.
Yeah.
I mean, in leading fuel mix on this game, like you don't.
It doesn't save that much, but you can run it quite a lot, and you won't lose any time. So.
Yeah. It's like not like in 2016 though, where you can like just starting the race like almost like 1.5 laps like on the fuel, you know, and still like make it to the end.
Yep.
And as we say that, like Malloy is 7.5 seconds right now, so on a flyer right now.
Yeah,
he's not really urging up on rivals.
Malloy has 5th place right in his sights, and he's gonna give it hammer and tongs. He's gonna give it everything. As MLA is now 1.3 behind Kian. Kian might be feeling the pressure now.
I think he is, but they are both in a party, so I think they are planning something. I'm just gonna predict it right now. Malloy 21 flat, so he is gonna catch Gazman pretty quickly. So I'm losing this bet, but it doesn't matter that much. And Boxers have like a lonely rate, just 21 seconds behind Malloy though.
I wonder if he's still running no ABS or if he's turned it off. No, he's still running it. Fair enough. Still running no ABS.
Yeah, maybe on the screen he locks up, but I think if you ride on his board he doesn't. So.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if a person locks up, then you know they are running ABS, but they're not running ABS, but they might actually not be locking up in real time.
Yeah.
So fair play to the Bookster for managing to keep at it. I know I would have chickened out for sure if I saw this weather. These two, 20 seconds ahead of Gizmo in the class of their own. But I think that pretty much rules out any chance of Kian winning this race premium championship.
5.1. He's really closing up, boy.
Yeah.
Like, I need it.
Ooh, Gazman runs a bit wide into turn 1. That's not going to help his cause at all. How many laps do we have? 6?
We have 5 laps remaining. We are on lap 13 out of 18. And the gap is 1.5 now, 1.2.
It was 1.2 for a second, a split second, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 1.5 and 1.2. So Codemasters loves to surprise us.
Love to tease.
Yeah, 4.4. Malloy is really catching up quite fast, to be honest.
I'd say even without that mistake, he probably would have got him.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a minute. I just noticed, I think, that... Wait. Oh, never mind. Alright. I thought that Malloy and Mark had like the exact same helmet, but... I think there's a little bit of this.
No, they don't. I thought you were going to say something important there. I was looking forward to what you were going to say, and it was just about helmets.
I mean, you gotta build up attention though.
I was like, oh, what's happened? Is something I don't know about? I mean, what we do know about is that Malloy is looking for 4th place.
No, it's just. Oh man. Already bent in this lobby right now, but you can still between the same Kian and Mark.
Ooh, Malloy. Malloy very twitchy on the exit of turn 4. Oh, and again. That's not going to help his cause.
I think he just. I think he pushed too hard.
I think maybe he's got a bit too much heat in the tires. Might need to just calm it down a bit. Because Kaz is like not far at all from him. He's really closing in, and he's just got a bit too overzealous on the throttle there twice. So he's caught back up to 3.8 almost immediately, which just shows how quick he is in these conditions. But yeah, about that lead, I don't think MLA can really do anything about Kian. It's just hovering about that 1.5 mark. It's gone back up to 1.9.
Yeah.
I think Kian has this one in the bag, bar any catastrophic mistake, which Kian is known to do. I don't want to bring up Singapore, but you know, he had that one in the bag, but things happened and he threw it away. So it's possible it could happen again now.
I mean, they always say it, the commentators curse. So if we can try our best, we may see some very controversial ending.
Well, if the commentator's curse is real, I would like to say that MLA is doing a fantastic job, and I hope he doesn't crash.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about Mark, otherwise I'm going to press him out. I mean, Kian is doing very good as well, 1st place, and hopefully he can keep it up.
Here we go, Malloy 2.8.
2.7 right now.
I reckon he'd be under a second if he not under 2 seconds if he didn't make that mistake. He'd be right up to the back of Gaza. That could be the difference between 5th place and 4th place for Malloy.
I mean, why is this closing up on Gizmo though?
Yeah, he is actually. This could be even more tasty.
I'm not gonna say that.
I was waiting for something a bit weird. I was waiting for it.
You wanna know what I want to say?
No, I don't. Tell me off stream. It's just over a second now. Back to 7/10. Razor definitely pushing on Gizmo.
Yeah.
This could get close, you know. Razor's catching Gizmo, Gazman's catching Razor, and Malloy's catching them all.
Yeah.
They're all going to converge on each other at one point. It could get interesting.
Completely off topic. Gizmo is doing something with that teenager show iCarly, I think. Am I right? With Gizmo? I think it was with iCarly, I think, with those two girls that vlogging.
That's a name. That's a name and a half I haven't heard in a while, iCarly.
To be honest, I watched that a lot when I was
Same.
Like 9. I mean, this came out of my mind, Gizmo. I thought like, probably from iCarly. I think that's why he chose it, and he's driving AOR, so AOR Gizmo. Hopefully, am I right, Gizmo?
Look at this though. Look at this though, Sean. You can stop talking about Nickelodeon shows now because we have all 4 cars line astern. They're going to be sharing the same straight. This is going to be very tasty.
He's upshifting like quite early, but
yeah. Oh, look, Gazman's so out of shape there. Malloy's just going to drive past him, is he? Yep.
Down yet.
Ooh. That's not going to help Malloy's cause. Yeah.
That's I think Gizmo is defending though from Risers.
That he is. I don't know which one to watch. It's just all kicked off in the last few laps.
Yeah.
I feel like Gazman there I feel like Gazman just tried to give space, but he just sort of couldn't because he got a bit twitchy. I don't think he would have voluntarily made contact there. It was a bit twitchy on the exit, but Malloy is just right on the back of him once again, and Gaz is right on the back of Razor, who's right on the back of Gizmo. Gizmo could finish 6th, Malloy could finish 3rd, Gazman could finish 7th. Who even knows at this point? It's all to play for. Malloy's going to have a look here, is he? Malloy's going to have a look.
Yeah, he goes.
Gazman just about gives him the room.
Late, but
does he have the drive out of this corner? Almost.
No, he doesn't. Oh.
He's gonna try it again.
I mean, you not have to do that. I mean, it costs you so much time every time.
He's made the move stick to all.
Early, and he gets it.
Yeah, he does abuse the gears there. Yeah, he upshifts. It's working though. He gets an amazing run, and Gaza just could not answer. And now we have Razart right on the back of Gizmo. I'll watch this off board.
I mean, if they make a mistake, Malloy can get on the podium though.
Yeah, Malloy could salvage this just yet. This is three go. It's the first corner.
3 white, maybe?
Amazing action here in the premium race. Malloy gets around the both of them.
Wow.
And he makes his stick. What a move by Malloy.
Yeah. It's a little bit, he squeezed him a little bit, but still fair.
Oh,
Gizmo. Holy shit.
And here goes Gazan for 4th place.
Yeah. I really thought that Gizmo and Ryder, they gonna put each other again into the wall.
I thought so as well. I thought that Gizmo was a gun there. Razart's found himself battling for 3rd. Now he's in 6th. You're right. Mark is now 8 tenths behind Kian. What lap are we on, Sean?
We're on the last lap, so there he goes. But there he goes. Kian wins the 2nd race. With,
that he does.
Mark in 2nd place. Malloy's gonna maybe finish 3rd.
I believe he will.
And yeah.
Razart may have a last lap go on Gizmo.
I would do it.
Send him down the inside here.
No.
Oh, Gizmo's gone a bit deep.
Went a little bit defensive though.
It might be the same as the last race.
I'm gonna see it again. I mean, I'm not gonna curse you, but please do it again. I mean, make it controversial, guys.
I think Gizmo just about has the legs on him. So Malloy's gonna make a great comeback into 3rd. Gazman's gonna take 4th.
And we're all gonna wait for Bookster.
Gizmo's gonna take 5th. Razart 6th. Bookster now, just coasting. I like his helmet as well, to be honest.
Yeah. As I'm going back to the PlayStation menu and I see that Killerzone is asking us a question about the settings in qualifying, but I'm going to keep that secret.
So yeah, Bookster coming across the line. He's gonna give us a little show. He's not gonna cross the line like a normal person.
Nah, it's a little bit of a shit show. If I'm honest, sorry about that, but it don't need the show we want.
We almost went the stream without cursing. We almost went the stream without cursing. And you just cursed again.
Well,
great job, Sean.
That's
not going to improve Nick's mood.
I mean, he's going to improve it that I already get. So, anyway, let's get to the podium. Kian wins it, and probably somehow deserved it in some
I would say he deserved it. Yeah.
With Mark in 2nd, great comeback, and then Malloy just
last lap heroics.
Yeah.
Great job from Malloy.
Yeah, I think wins then the premium race championship. I think.
That he does.
Come another races.
Mark.
Oh, it was only 2 races. Okay.
Yeah, Mark will be getting another trophy delivered to his house, similar to the constructors championship that he won. Last season. I believe you got a constructors championship mailed to you, Sean, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
I got it as well.
Yeah. So now Mark has another. He's not gonna have enough space, is he, for all these trophies he's getting in F1TS Hub?
I'm gonna bring the trophy to him, so he has to show me where all his trophies are, but I'm not gonna jinx it, but
so that was the race premium race. I thoroughly enjoyed that. You know, we missed the Spain-Portugal match, which was deep down killing me inside. But I thought, you know, we got our money's worth. It was a good race, the both of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big football fan, to be fair, so I'm glad I missed that much.
If you like what you saw, again, remember to follow us on Twitter, F1TS Hub, Instagram, Facebook, the lot. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube. We really appreciate it. You can get updates on when we go out next. The Prestige race will be on. You can see me and Sean battle it out in Canada, the rerun. That's at 9 p.m. So if you want to apply, you can head to the website www.f1tshub.com. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and good night.
Good night.